Do you often get cramps at night? Do your legs feel weaker lately, making it harder to stand up or walk steadily? Have you ever feared that one day you might not have the strength to climb the steps or take a walk in the park with your grandchild? If the answer is yes, please comment. Number 1. According to statistics, nearly 19 million older adults in the U.S. are experiencing muscle loss, especially in their legs. That means 1 in 3 people are gradually growing weaker step by step. But many don't realize it until they fall, suffer knee pain, or lose the ability to walk independently. And the important thing is, most people don't even know that the problem isn't just about aging. It also comes from the common vegetables they eat every day. As an orthopedic specialist, I've treated thousands of elderly patients, and I began to notice one thing in common. Many people think they're eating healthy, but in reality, they're unknowingly weakening their legs. So today, I'm not sharing this as a medical expert. I'm speaking as someone who genuinely cares about your health. And I beg you, please stop eating the 5 vegetables listed below if you want to keep your strength and stability in your later years. The first vegetable you need to immediately remove from your daily diet is celery, the so-called cleansing vegetable that can quietly weaken your legs day by day. I know many of you enjoy drinking celery juice in the morning, or eating it in salads, thinking it helps with detox, inflammation reduction, or natural weight loss. But as a joint specialist, I've seen another side of celery. A silent but concerning one, especially for people over 60. Many of my elderly patients come in complaining of calf fatigue, nighttime cramps, or stiff legs after short walks. When I reviewed their diets, I found a surprising common factor. Many were drinking celery juice daily, or eating raw celery as a regular part of their healthy meals. Celery naturally contains a relatively high amount of sodium, which may sound harmless, but in older adults, especially those with unstable blood pressure, excess sodium can lead to water retention, increased pressure on blood vessels and knee joints, and cause leg fatigue, heaviness, or mild swelling without a clear reason. On top of that, celery is low in potassium, which means it doesn't sufficiently replace the electrolytes lost through urination or even light physical activity. And as you know, potassium deficiency is one of the top causes of cramps, especially at night, when the body isn't replenished with enough minerals. In addition, if you drink plain celery juice, without protein or healthy fats, it may cause a slight drop in blood sugar in the morning, leading to dizziness, mild leg tremors, or unsteadiness when standing, especially in those over 65. I'm not saying celery is a bad vegetable, but when used the wrong way, especially in large amounts or as a main dish instead of a side, it can absolutely contribute to muscle weakness, electrolyte imbalance, and daily fatigue in the legs of older adults without them realizing it. How to safely use celery for older adults. If juicing, only 2 to 3 times per week, under 200 ml each time, mixed with carrot, apple, or avocado to balance electrolytes. Do not drink on an empty stomach in the morning if you have a history of low blood pressure or dizziness. Eat cooked celery, stir-fried, stewed, instead of eating it raw continuously. And most importantly, do not use celery as a replacement for potassium-rich leafy greens like spinach, carrots, or kale. Please remember this carefully so you don't use it the wrong way. Spinach, the superfood that can actually weaken your legs if eaten the wrong way. I have to admit, spinach is one of my favorite vegetables and one I often recommend to patients. But I also need to be honest and deeply concerned. This so-called superfood can be harmful if consumed incorrectly. I clearly remember Mrs. Linda, 72 years old, from North Carolina. The first time we met, she walked just fine, only complained of mild back pain. After the consultation, I advised her to adjust her diet, including spinach, which is great for joints and bones if used properly. I specifically told her, lightly cook it, pair it with eggs or beans, and avoid raw juice. 2 months later, she returned looking exhausted. She said, "Doctor, my legs feel weaker, my muscles tire easily, and I get terrible cramps at night. But I've been eating super healthy. Every morning, I drink a spinach smoothie with apple and ginger, just like the online videos said." That's when I realized she misunderstood my advice. Spinach is wonderful, but only when used correctly. It's high in oxalates, and when consumed raw regularly without being cooked or balanced with electrolytes, it can reduce calcium and magnesium absorption, leading to muscle weakness, joint pain, and cramps, just like she was experiencing. I gently explained this, adjusted her diet, and gave clear instructions. 4 weeks later, she returned with a soft smile and said, "Now I make spinach soup instead of smoothies. I sleep better at night, and my legs don't feel so tired anymore." Thank you, doctor, for correcting me. Her story reminded me, no matter how healthy a vegetable seems, if misunderstood or misused, it can harm the very legs you cherish. And let me make something clear. When used properly, spinach truly is a wonderful gift from nature for the elderly. When lightly cooked and combined with eggs, fish, or legumes, spinach delivers a large dose of vitamin K, magnesium, iron, and powerful antioxidants, helping increase bone density, support joints, boost red blood cell production, and improve circulation to the legs. Plus, it contains lutein, great for the eyes, which is key for older adults to walk safely and confidently. So don't eliminate spinach from your meals. Just adjust how you use it, and you'll see. Your legs can stay strong, steady, and still carry you far, even with age. Vegetable 3. Lettuce, the healthy vegetable that may be silently weakening your legs every day without you knowing. Do you eat lettuce often? And if you do, how do you usually prepare it? Share in the comments. I'd love to know. I eat salad every day, mostly lettuce, tomatoes, cucumbers, very clean and healthy. That's the most common response I hear from elderly patients when I ask about their diet. And every time I hear that, I feel concerned, surprised, a doctor being worried because someone's eating vegetables? Yes, because I know exactly which vegetables truly nourish muscles, support joints, and prevent cramps, and which ones only seem healthy but provide little actual benefit. And lettuce, especially iceberg lettuce, is a prime example. It looks fresh, cool, and light. It gives the impression of being clean and detoxifying. But in reality, nearly 95% of lettuce is water. The rest is a bit of fiber, some vitamin K, very little vitamin C, and almost no magnesium, calcium, potassium, or iron, the very minerals needed for muscle and joint function. So, what happens if you eat a big plate of mostly lettuce every day and assume you've had enough greens? What happens when that meal, which seems nutritious, doesn't even provide 1% of your magnesium needs, lacks potassium for proper muscle contractions, and has no protein or fat to absorb the antioxidants. You'll fall into a condition I call full stomach, starving cells. And the result? You'll notice your legs growing weaker and not know why. You'll feel more fatigue when getting up or walking, maybe some knee tingling, and nighttime cramps you chalk up to aging. I've seen dozens, even hundreds, of older patients like this, all thinking they're eating well, living clean, but actually making critical mistakes, starting with their greens. I remember a 75-year-old woman in Florida who ate a big lettuce salad with lemon juice every day. She told me she felt clean, detoxed, and was losing weight naturally. But after 3 months, she came in with leg weakness, frequent falls, and severe nighttime cramps. When I looked into her diet, I discovered she barely ate dark leafy greens and lacked potassium, calcium, and magnesium. Her body was severely deficient, but fooled by the safe feeling from that daily lettuce salad. I'm not saying to cut out lettuce entirely. It can be part of a dish. Help cool your body in hot weather. But please, don't let it become the main vegetable on your plate, especially if you're rebuilding muscle, protecting your joints, or suffering leg pain, numbness, or cramps. Better salad options for older adults. Use spinach, kale, arugula, steamed broccoli, shredded carrots, with just a bit of lettuce, no more than 20% of total greens. Add light protein like boiled eggs, chickpeas, steamed salmon, and extra virgin olive oil for better vitamin absorption. Avoid eating lettuce salad at night if you often have cold feet, cramps, or low blood pressure. Don't let an innocent-looking plate of lettuce be the reason your legs grow weaker without you realizing it. Green vegetables are only truly green when they nourish every muscle, tendon, and step you take. Vegetable 4. Kale. The super veggie that can weaken your legs if you eat it without knowing this. Have you ever heard somewhere that eating a lot of kale will make you healthier, reduce joint pain, and lower inflammation? And have you ever felt like you were eating healthy, but your legs kept getting weaker, or you experienced knee pain or cramps? If so, you might be just like Mr. Jack, a 69-year-old patient of mine from California. He's very proactive about his health. He eats vegetables daily, avoids red meat, and cuts out sugar. Every morning, he makes a smoothie with kale, green apple, and ginger. He believed he was rejuvenating his body, but after a few months, he started feeling weakness in his legs and pain in his ankles during his morning walks. Over time, climbing stairs became harder, and he started experiencing sudden nighttime cramps that shot pain through his calves. When he came in for a checkup, he asked me, "I don't understand. Doctor, I eat so healthy." I asked, "How often do you eat kale each week?" He replied, "Almost every day, raw in smoothies." And that's when I gently explained, kale is indeed a great vegetable, but only if eaten the right way and in proper amounts. Kale contains high levels of goitrogens, compounds that can negatively affect the thyroid gland if consumed too often in raw form. In older adults, a weakened thyroid slows metabolism, causes fatigue, reduces muscle-maintaining hormone production, and weakens leg muscles. Not only that, raw kale also contains a high amount of oxalates, which interfere with the absorption of calcium and magnesium. This can lead to abnormal muscle cramps, joint pain, and numbness in the limbs, symptoms many older adults experience without knowing why. The danger is you think you're eating clean, trying to heal, but in reality, you're slowly and silently weakening your legs every day. After I guided Mr. Jack to reduce raw smoothies, only eat lightly cooked kale up to 3 times a week, and pair it with protein and magnesium-rich foods. Just a month later, he returned saying, "Doctor, you were right. Now I feel lighter when walking. No more nighttime cramps. My body doesn't feel as tired as before." From this, I want to give you clear guidance on how to eat kale safely as an older adult. First, avoid drinking raw kale smoothies every day. Prioritize quick boiling, light stir-frying, or steaming to reduce oxalates and goitrogens. Only eat kale 2 to 3 times per week, about 2 cups of cooked kale per serving. Combine with protein sources like eggs, fish, healthy fats like olive oil, and other vegetables like carrots or broccoli to balance nutrients. If you have thyroid issues or are taking thyroid medication, consult your doctor before regularly consuming kale. And you should also understand, kale is not bad, but don't let these dark green leaves, believed to be a miracle cure, silently become the reason your legs grow weaker step by step without you even realizing it. Hit share now to let your loved ones know this and avoid these unnecessary mistakes. Vegetable 5. Beets, silently weakening your legs if used the wrong way. I don't deny it. Beets are a valuable food. They're rich in iron, folate, and natural nitrates that support blood circulation. Many studies show that beets can help mildly lower blood pressure, improve blood flow, and support cardiovascular function, especially in older adults. But it's precisely because of this reputation for being healthy that many people fall into a dangerous trap, using beets too frequently, uncontrollably, or the wrong way. And the result is their legs gradually growing weaker. Silently. I wish I had said this sooner to many of my elderly patients. I wish they had known that beets are also high in oxalates, compounds that interfere with the absorption of calcium and magnesium, 2 minerals that help muscles contract properly and keep joints flexible. When you drink beet juice daily, or eat them raw without cooking, oxalates are not broken down. They slowly build up. At first, you may feel light numbness in your legs when sitting too long. Then come nighttime cramps. Then that fatigue in your calves when shopping or climbing stairs, all creeping in so slowly that you think it's just a normal part of aging. I still remember Mr. William, age 76. He was healthy and mobile until he started drinking beet juice daily on the advice of a relative. After a few weeks, he felt dizzy, his legs trembled, and he frequently had calf cramps at night. One day, while watering plants, his arms and legs suddenly weakened. He had to sit down out of fear of falling. When he came to see me, he just thought it was just old age fatigue. But after careful examination and questions, I realized the issue didn't come from illness, but from that daily glass of beet juice. I wish his daughter had known that, no matter how good a food is, if it's not suitable or taken in the wrong amount, it can still be the thing that silently weakens her parents' legs. I wish everyone would remember. An elderly person's health is not just about what healthy things they eat, but about how much is enough and whether their body actually needs it. Dear friends, we've now gone through 5 vegetables that may seem harmless, but could silently weaken seniors' legs day by day, from nighttime cramps, numbness when sitting too long, to persistent knee pain that many assume is just aging. And I understand, for many people, this is hard to accept, because our whole lives we've been taught that the more vegetables, the better, and that greens are the foundation of good health. But at a certain age, the question is no longer, are you eating enough? But, are you eating right? Old age doesn't give us many chances to make mistakes. Just a few small daily habits, repeated over time, can determine how long you'll be able to walk independently. So instead of just telling you what not to eat, I want to share with you two very simple vegetables that, if used properly, can help protect your legs from muscle loss, weakness, and especially those sudden cramps that make sleep in old age restless. These are vegetables I've recommended to hundreds of patients, and the results they felt were stronger legs when standing up, no more pain when walking, and deeper sleep without being woken by cramps. Let's explore together right now. Just two vegetables, but they might be the key to keeping your legs strong for many more years. Vegetable 1. Asparagus, the nutrient pipeline that helps your legs regain strength. Step by step. Some vegetables look plain and delicate, rarely drawing attention, but hold quiet power within. Asparagus is one of them. I often tell my elderly patients, if you often get cramps at night, if your legs feel heavy or numb in the afternoon, if you feel less steady while walking, then asparagus might be a valuable addition to your meals. Asparagus is extremely rich in potassium, folate, magnesium, and vitamin E, 4 essential nutrients that help muscles contract rhythmically, nerves transmit signals properly, and blood flow reach all the way to the knees and feet. Thanks to this mechanism, asparagus can help prevent nighttime cramps, reduce muscle fatigue after movement, and soothe chronic knee pain in older adults. I remember an elderly woman named Evelyn, 74 years old. She suffered from frequent nighttime cramps, so much that she feared going to sleep. During the day, her legs felt heavy. After sitting a while, she didn't want to stand up. When I advised her to add asparagus to her meals, lightly steamed or stir-fried with olive oil and garlic, along with some magnesium-rich seeds, she gave it a try. 2 weeks later, she told me something I'll never forget. "Doctor, you know what? Now I sleep through the night, and my legs, they've stopped screaming at me." Asparagus also has another bonus. It contains mild diuretic compounds, which help the body eliminate excess salt and retained water, very beneficial for those who experience mild swelling in the ankles or lower legs. A common but often overlooked issue in old age. If you're looking for a vegetable that supports health in older age, asparagus is one of the best choices for you. Vegetable toe, daikon radish, the affordable ginseng that helps seniors walk lighter every day. The longer I practice medicine, the more I believe it's not the expensive foods that matter most. It's the simple, familiar ones, when used correctly, that truly nourish us from within. And daikon radish is a perfect example. Daikon isn't flashy. It's soft, bland, and easy to overlook at the dinner table. But in the world of aging, where every step requires stability, every night needs peaceful sleep, and every meal must be both gentle and nutritious, daikon is like a gentle form of ginseng that nature has sent us right on time. Benefit 1. Reduces inflammation. Soothes pain in knees and ankles. Many studies have shown that daikon contains compounds like glucosinolates and protein-digesting enzymes that can help reduce mild joint inflammation. Great for people with knee osteoarthritis, chronic walking pain, or morning stiffness. Benefit 2. Improves digestion. Enhances nutrient absorption for muscle and bone health. Older adults often eat well, but still feel weak or fatigued because their digestive system struggles to absorb essential minerals and vitamins. Daikon supports the stomach, gently stimulates digestive enzymes, reduces bloating, and improves absorption of calcium, magnesium, and potassium, helping legs get the minerals they need for proper contraction, preventing cramps. Benefit 3. Mild detox and better blood circulation to the legs. Daikon has mild cooling properties, supports liver detox, helps cleanse the blood, and promotes blood flow, especially good for those with poor circulation, cold feet, or mild ankle swelling. It also acts as a mild diuretic, reducing water retention and easing joint tightness in the evening, a condition many older adults face but assume is normal. And it doesn't stop there. Daikon also supports lung health, helping you breathe easier and move with less fatigue. It may not seem directly related to the legs, but poor breathing in seniors often leads to weak legs and shortness of breath after just a few steps. Daikon helps gently clear phlegm, supports lung function, and improves deep breathing, keeping oxygen levels stable in the blood. This way, when you move, whether going to the market, climbing stairs, or doing gentle exercise, you won't feel winded or dizzy, improving balance and joint safety. Hearing all this, don't you think daikon is truly an amazing vegetable? If so, comment 1 below. Daikon doesn't need advertising. It doesn't sit on superfood shelves, nor does it appear in expensive health videos. But I've seen it help many older adults eat better, sleep more soundly, walk more confidently, and most importantly, feel like they're still living well and independently, even in old age. If your legs have been feeling weaker lately, if you get cramps at night or feel tired while walking, try adding a bit of daikon to your meals. No big changes needed. Just a little, gently, regularly, and with trust. You'll see, the quietest things often bring the most lasting results. Dear friend, in the end, when we talk about aging, we're not just talking about food or prescriptions. We're talking about the quality of each remaining day, about your ability to stand up without needing help, to step outside and enjoy the morning light without a cane, and to hold on to these seemingly simple things. Sometimes, all it takes is rethinking what we once believed to be true, like eating vegetables, something you've believed your whole life to be always good. No, I'm not denying that greens are essential. But what's more important is knowing which kinds are right for you, how much is enough, and how to eat them in a way that nourishes, not silently harms, the body. We've walked through 5 vegetables that may seem harmless. Celery, believed to detox, but can retain water, disrupt electrolytes, and cause fatigue. Spinach, thought to build blood, but eaten raw too often, blocks mineral absorption for joints. Lettuce, cooling to the gut, but low in nutrients, leaving you full but nutritionally starving. Kale, a so-called superfood, but may disrupt thyroid and slow down metabolism. And beetroot, rich in iron and nitrates, but when misused, can unbalance electrolytes, cause dizziness, cramps, and leg weakness. These insights are not to scare you. They are to remind you your body deserves to be loved, with understanding. And when you want to return to simplicity, to gentleness, that still supports your joints, muscles, bones, and mobility. Remember your two most faithful kitchen companions: asparagus, tender, rich in magnesium and potassium, improves circulation, reduces swelling, and helps muscles contract more smoothly every day. White radish, gentle and warm, cleanses joints, boosts nutrient absorption, and helps you sleep better by easing night cramps. You don't need expensive things. You don't need miracle pills. You just need a little understanding, a few right choices, and the belief that improvement is still possible. Because you know what? Strength isn't just in the muscles. Strength lies in belief. Belief that your body, even at 60, 70, or 80 years old, can still regain vitality if you treat it kindly. Belief that each step you take today, if cared for properly, will still be strong in the years ahead. And above all, believe that aging does not mean the end of hope. It's the time to slow down, understand more deeply, and cherish every moment you can still stand, walk, and live. If you're still here, listening to this, I believe you are someone who wants to take charge. And as long as you hold on to that spirit and nourish it with the right foods like asparagus and daikon radish, your legs will not betray you. Comment, "I believe in my strength," and start incorporating these foods into your diet as I've guided. And I promise, something wonderful is coming your way. If anything I've shared today made you reflect or helped you realize something important for your health, don't hesitate to hit like so I know you're still here, still interested, still walking this journey intentionally. And if you found this video helpful, please share it with your partner, loved ones, or anyone else struggling with weakening legs. Sometimes, one small insight is enough to help someone sleep better tonight. And if you want more simple, trustworthy guidance, not complicated, not foreign, hit subscribe so we can meet again. Here, I don't teach you how to live forever. I simply want to walk with you, to help you live strong, live steady, and live with the belief that aging can still be beautiful if we choose the right path.